14, part A. At first, Nadia had a total of 329 red paper clips and blue paper clips, while her brother had no paper clip. After Nadia gave 40 red paper clips and 25% of her blue paper clips to her brother, the ratio of number of red paper clips to the number of blue paper clips she left was 5:9. How many blue paper clips did Nadia give to her brother? So if you've seen this kind of question before, we can use this thing called before, change, and after table. And what does it look like? Literally looks like a table. What you see over here. Okay, so the before change after table looks something like this. So before is like at first, and then after is like in the end. So we know that what she was left with was 5 units of red and blue is 9. So we always start from where it's very easy to start with, which is the ratio. Then in the question it says here 25% of her blue paper clips were given to her brother. So that means what's left of the blue in terms of percentage is equal to 100 minus 5. This will become 75%. So 75% of blue left go to 9. Then 100% of blue, which is at first, would then be equal to 9 divided by 75 times 100. And this will give us 12 units. So we can just put units here. So that means blue will be 12 units. So if we were to minus 25%, then this will give us 9 units. Okay, now the next part is after Nadia gave 40 red paper clips. Okay, so after Nadia gave 40 red paper clips, so that means the red after is equal to 5 units. So the change is actually minus 40. So that means the red before is actually 5 units plus 40. So 5 units plus. Do we know the total at first? Is this one. So with that said, from this statement over here, then we can write red plus blue first is equal to 329. And then we know that red plus blue at first from table is equal to 5 units plus 40 plus 12 units, which is equal to 17 units plus 40. Since they are the same, 17 units plus 40 is equal to 329. So 17 units will then be equal to 329 minus 40, and this will give us 289. So 1 unit would then be equal to 289 divided by 17, and this will give us 17. Then how many blue paper clips did Nadia give her brother? So the blue paper clips is 25%. If we were to scroll all the way up, we know that the blue at first 12 units. So blue given to brother in units would then be equal to 12u minus 9u. This will give us 3 units. So that means 3 units then be equal to 17 times 3. This will give us 51 blue paper clips. There you go. So now we go to part B. So part B over here, it says after her brother used some red paper clips and some blue paper clips, the ratio number of red paper clips to the number of blue paper clips that her brother had left became 6:11. What was the least number of red paper clips that her brother could have used? So can we use the table as well? Yes, we can. From the previous question, we know that we give our brother 40 red and then 25%, which is 51. And from there, he used some red and blue paper clips, and this becomes 6:11. Since the question say what was the least number of red paper clips that a brother could have used, then in a way we can brute force guess and check. Okay, so in this case, what number can we use in order for us to get 6 units and 11 units for red and blue? So my thinking is that for blue itself, maybe I'll use 44. So 11 times 44, and this will be 24. So in this, because if we were to, for example, then that means red use 40 minus 24. This will give us 6. So this is, I would say, scenario 1. If we were to use scenario 2, let's say we multiply each by 5 instead. So 60 times 5 will be 30. Then 11 times 5, 55. Thing is, red used can be equal to 40 minus is 10. Definitely smaller. But the thing is, blue used can be equal to 1 minus 5 be negative 4. Since negative is not possible. Therefore, the answer to this is, so earlier I forgot to put this. Blue used, we use 44. That means you used 7. Therefore, since blue is not negative, this is possible. The answer to this is 15. Question 15, part